Hello, everyone. This is the Wargaming Guy, and welcome back. This is another, or it is about to be, another battle here in the Field of Glory 2 game from Matrix, and doing things a little bit different this time. I actually played through this game without doing my usual commentary as I play because I wanted to have just focus on the game, because y'all know I've been losing like crazy and I wanted to win something. So I thought maybe if I just focused on the game, I might do a little better. So that's what this is. And now I'm going to go back and add to the game by doing a little voiceover as it goes. And so, of course, you start off here as you do in the campaigns. You pick at least some of your army, and they gave me a lot of points here to use. So I'm picking out my guys. I want to get lots of light ones. At the same time, you got to have good heavy troops to make up the kind of the core of my army. I wanted to make it up with good, strong guys. And I'm going up against the Romans, so you're going to have to really be prepared for that. And so you can see I'm trying to figure out here just which ones would be better, because it's hard to know. And, of course, you don't get to see the opposing army before you pick, so which is actually a good thing. It might be a little frustrating from time to time, but I mean, come on. It's not like Julius Caesar was up on a hill, saw the opposing army, and then got to make his own. No, he had to fight with the army he brought with him. So there you go. So how much cavalry do you want? How many light troops do you want? Of course, if it was up to me, I'd have more slingers, but because I just love slingers. But don't always get that. Of course, you only get within a certain parameters. As you can see there, the quality of the numbers they let you have. So I was thinking about it. I don't like the Italian foot. I'm not really impressed with, of course, raw hoplites with no training. Mercenary hoplites, who knows? They're worth a little bit more. They cost a little bit more rather than the citizens, but it's really hard to tell. So at any rate, I figured I used all but 1 point, which is a pretty good usage of your resources. So now looking at the map here, I liked the fact that you've got these two wooded areas, that one right there, and the other one, because it gives sort of anchors for your flanks, which I like that idea to give me some limited, maybe, but still some kind of a terrain feature that will at least slow the enemy down, if not stop them. Now the problem is, of course, the enemy usually doesn't oblige you by just charging you. Usually you sort of meet somewhere in the middle. Depends on whatever the AI and you want to do. So setting this up, I wanted to make use of that, but at the same time be flexible enough that if I had to go out and go after the enemy, I'd be able to do that too. So kind of, you want to have, I guess the best way to put it maybe would be a balanced setup, so that you can handle whatever happens to occur, because you don't know what's going to occur, of course. But, of course, the idea here is I want to get my main line kind of set up, use my light troops to really chew up the enemy forces, and then, kind of wear them down a little bit so that by the time they get to the main line, my main line, and we start fighting, that will hopefully give me an edge, at least a bit of an edge. Because, like I said, these are Romans. And the Roman legions are tough, man. Those legionnaires are tough. So I know that for me, playing the Pyrrhic side, this is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. So here I am trying to figure out, hey, where do I put these lighter or maybe less reliable troops, the mercenary hoplites? What about reserves? All those kind of questions that you have to think about. There's a good old pike phalanx. There you go, boom. I don't actually like playing with the phalanx that much, but it certainly, if used right, works out really well, which, and of course, historically, for quite a while, it was the way to fight. So here we go. Going to try and get get everything just squared away here. Not forget anybody in the back. And then, of course, I'll have to kind of adjust once I see the enemy forces. So, I have a lot of cavalry, as you can see, but I've got a little bit, hopefully help out on the flanks. And so Looks like everybody's in pretty good shape here. Just trying to figure out where my leaders are, what I want to do with them. As you can see, I have very little in the way of reserves, but I don't have a huge army. So, you can't have everything, which is another thing I like about this game, that they usually give you in your setup, you have to sort of deal with that real life problem. Now we're going to find out what the enemy's got. Boom, there it is. At least that's what we can see so far. You can see the usual checkerboard pattern for the Legion. And then you've got, look at these light guys out here. Huge number of guys out there. And on the other flank as well, although you don't see them right now. So, question is, what do I do? So I decided I kind of wanted to split the difference here and just take these guys straight up. They can hit the light troops and then hopefully before too long start beating up the Legionnaires. So, and the 15, that's not too bad. So I thought, that's pretty good. So that's the plan at this point, at least on the flank. And I'm going to wait to move my cavalry. Now down here, I've only got like 2 units. So I was feeling the pinch here. I have to say, I was thinking, man, maybe I should have gotten more light units, but a little late now. So I thought, but we'll still advance them and do whatever we can. You can see down here on this, you could a minute ago, there are light troops out just off screen. Yeah, there they are, right there. And look at that. There's some cavalry. So definitely got, now you'll notice theirs immediately swing in towards my light troops. So the skirmishers are going to slug it out here. And look at that, 50. Youch. Another thing I did in this game, I'm trying to get closer in. It helps. I think it helps you play better because you can clearly. It's much easier for me to tell who's who. Believe it or not, when you start playing this game, that gets a little hard. If you go straight on, turning the map's another aid, which you'll see me do in this game. I have not done that enough either. And then. You also need the big picture. Like right now, you want to back out because you want to kind of see where you're going. Excuse me. So, all right, it's time to get some troops up here. Let's get some cavalry out here to deal with some of these light skirmishing forces as well. And the thing with this game, that you notice like right now is you get real finicky about stuff because you need to be finicky. One little mistake can cost you big time. I'm drinking some sun tea while I'm doing this recording. Now we're zoomed in. Look at that. And also the advantage of zooming in, besides the others I've mentioned, is it just looks cool. Look at that, 40 guys. I mean, that is like devastating. And that also helps you remember how many troops we're dealing with here. We're dealing with like 580 guys or something in these light units, and over 1,000 in the regular units, like the legions or the war bands. These are huge groups of people. These are not just tiny little. There's not like 10 guys here. So 20 out of 1,000 is not that bad. But if you keep hammering them, it's going to add up to something, right? And that's really the deal. So here we go. And so, yes, I'm going to take my javelin men all the way and start the process of wearing these guys down. Hopefully wearing them down. So the Hastati Principes, however you pronounce that, are going to get theirs. Meanwhile, this guy, so you got these guys out here on the flank, so we're going to have to do something about that. So I got to keep my eyes on my right flank because I've got quite a few troops out there, enemy troops, very little in the way of my own guys. This may or may not have been a mistake. I'll let you decide later. And they're evading, which is, of course, exactly what you want. That's it, boys. That's it. Nice. Now that's what you don't want. You don't want to get caught. Look at that. They broke him. Bam. So right off the bat, I'm in the hole. That's not good. But That's one of the things that I actually really like about this game, and I've said this before, is there's a certain amount of randomness built into the combat results. It can be incredibly frustrating, but it also is very realistic. And it keeps you on your toes because you cannot sit down with a calculator and figure out exactly how things are going to go here. You can get a good idea, and that's it. Now, look, they fragmented my guy already. So I've had one break, one fragment. I think I've got another disrupted. Wow. Not real good. Not real good at all. Well, 12 cavalry bit the dust. 35 there. That's like a big number. And 30. So that's 65 guys in one turn. So you got some serious bloodletting going on here. And you got the... notice how these guys swerved away from this rough territory. They were like, whoa, don't want to go there. So there go the routing cowards. I mean, the troops that have been routed. And we're getting closer. But every turn I can use to wear them down, the better. So now the question is, who do I do this with? Because, they're going to probably break and run. But no, he stood and fought, and he is disrupted. All right, we'll do the same here and see what happens. Impact. Again, not disrupted, but pretty good shot at him. And here comes one of my generals. And he's going to come up and bam. Now he's going to chase after the guys that evaded him. So, archers. So there we go. Yeah, 15. It's not too bad. Oops. See, I thought I could turn him around, but I couldn't, so. But I can do this. Slingers, my slingers. 30 guys bite the dust. Yeah, love it. And here comes some archers. 27. Awesome. And this poor guy, these guys must feel just a tad lonely. They're kind of... And then they run right up to them to throw their javelins, their light spears. It's like, ooh, man. And then, of course, it's just, then it's their battle cry, of course, is run away, run away. Not really equipped to do much melee, especially against those guys. Other light troops, maybe, but not those guys. So, there we go. Run away, run away. Run away, run away. That's the cry you hear across the battlefield right now, my friends. And here come the Romans. Just like clockwork. Of course, the other thing you want to try and do is try and break their lineup, which it looks like it's happening a little bit here. And that's a good thing for us. If you can break them up, get them out of sync with their usual setup, then that's a really good thing. There we go. Didn't lose too much on that one. Now over here. Ooh. That was rough. And all this really is before the battle. If you were reading about this battle in a history book, everything that's happened up to now would probably be glossed over with there was some, fighting from the skirmishers before the main forces met in battle. But, yeah, we broke him. Yes. Like that. And yet, look all that's happening. So, ooh, nice. We disrupted him. So there you go. It's kind of interesting watching this. I mean, I played it like yesterday, last night. And, but it's still, yeah, I think it was yesterday. Either that or Friday. Anyway, it's fun to watch. Again. And just remember what I was thinking and feeling. Bam! Disrupted him too. So we've done a pretty good job of disrupting several of their light skirmishers on their flank. And yet, if you look over to the right over here, look at all those guys. So there's plenty to go around. Let's just put it that way. All right. Let them have it. Yeah, these are the ones now. You're getting close. You only got a shot or two left before they join combat, so we need to whittle them down. I was definitely thinking about that. I want to maximize my ability to give my boys a chance against these Romans, because Romans are good and scary good, sometimes. So you got to really pay attention. And here we go. Yep, run up here and let them have it. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. There you go. Now I'm starting to play around with the map to try to learn how to angle it to give me the best view that'll help me understand what's going on. Look at that. Good deal. Disrupted. Yeah, the mercenary hoplites don't inspire a lot of confidence when you see the big 4 people thick lines, and then you get to the mercenaries and there's only two figures thick. It's like, ooh, they don't look too good. And the runaway battle cry rings out again as my skirmishers continue to slowly retreat. Trying to make them pay for every step forward they take. Make them pay, even if it's only just a little bit. It'll add up. And it looks like over here, this guy changed his facing, so that's good. Again, trying to break that line up. And they fragged my guy. Oh, no. Run, buddy, run. So already, there's been a price to pay for some of my guys. But we shall continue and hopefully make a good showing here. That would be nice for a change. There we go. And they got troops moving around too. It's like they're shifting over to realign. And they continue to rout, to come back. Fragmented. Yes, we like this. Oh, yes, we like that too. And we like that. All right. So now, of course, I'm obviously thinking of trying to break these guys. And that one broke. Beautiful. And we even caught him from behind, which is nice, although I don't like my position vis-a-vis the enemy cavalry, but you have no control over that, so. There we go. That's nice. I wish commanders were smart enough not to do that, but they do continue to follow. I guess they're just human, right? They get caught up in the heat of the moment. And good, we caught him from behind again. Nice. That's something the cavalry's really good at, of course. That's actually part of their job. There you go. Checking it out. Looking at the line. So let's give it to him. There we go. 22. Slingers, get up there. Come on, slingers. Going after the CNC there. That's always a good thing to do. You might get lucky and kill him. That doesn't seem to ever happen with skirmisher units. I haven't seen it happen yet. Of course, I've seen it in combat, but you never know. It might happen. And of course, the better I can weaken him, the better it is when we finally come to blows with the main units. So yes, I've got to advance. And no. And no. I was not know why. I was just kind of forgetting I had to get right up against him. But there we go. And he's pursuing, so I have no control over him. Everybody else is just waiting. Oh, there he goes. But I want them to come to me. One of their guys rallied. That's bad. And my guy's got to run away. Boom. Safe, at least for the moment, behind the big guys. Here's the question. Which would you rather be? One of the light guys or one of the heavy units? Both have their pros and cons, their pluses and minuses. I'm not sure. Honestly. I wouldn't want to be the javelin guys that run right up in front of them and throw their javelins from like 3 feet away. I think if I was going to be a light skirmisher unit, I'd want to be a slinger or a bowman. A little distance there would be nice. Oh, they broke another one. But didn't really disturb anybody, so that's good. Continuing to pay a price for this, but hopefully I'm making the enemy pay as well. That's what we want. And the guy rallied. All right. Good deal. Oops, somehow I got into a melee with these guys. That's a bad idea. And they broke. There they go. So, getting down to it now. Pull these guys up a little, and now we got to kind of see if I can... Nope, I'm still pursuing. Yeah, so that's not good, but we'll see what happens. And I'm on rough terrain, which will inhibit my ability to fight a little bit. It says moderately disordered, so that's not too bad. So now, do we run? Do we have him take one more shot? We have him take one more shot. 37, that is really good. Let's give it to this guy again. Give it to the king. Hail the king. Boom, 40 down. There you go. How do you like that? So he's lost over 100 guys, or right around 100 guys already. That's good. And we've got some units sneaking up behind, or, well, on the flank of these guys. So we're going to face them or run away. Let's run away. We're cavalry. Let's see if we can pull them away from the main line of battle. And then if we need to, double back and get there quicker because we've got the horses and he doesn't. And that's it. So, yeah, there they go. And there they go. And now, that's even better news. And off the field. Yes, good. Boom. Evade. Run away. Run away. Here we go. Run away. Run away. Ah, so now they're right up to it. And the first charge takes place. And I get my butt totally kicked. They not only did they huge casualties compared to theirs, but they pushed me back. See, I told you I didn't like these guys. So that's not an auspicious occasion. That is not the way you want to start the battle. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. I think some Roman philosopher or something said that. I don't know. Anyway, oop, boom. He hit me, but I'm evading and dragging another cavalry unit with me, so that's all right. And up come the skirmishers to start doing to me what I've been doing to them. They're finally getting to my main line. It took them all that time to get there. So I figured that's pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned anyway. All right. Come on, boys. Rally for me. Okay, so it's turn 8 of 24. So 1/3 of the game, or this particular scenario, is over, and we really haven't entered into general combat yet. It's just starting, which, you know, is kind of good. And then there's the bad side to that is, am I going to have enough time to actually wear these guys down enough to win? That's the question. And the answer is, who knows? That's what the answer is. So trying to figure out what to do now that I've got this unwanted little bulge in my line. Believe me, it's unwanted. Looking at all my options here. There's the Italian foot, which my small amount of experience thus far with Italian foot has not been positive, shall we say. So here we go. Should I charge or should I receive the charge? That's the question. And I can't charge him, which is what I want to do. So I'll just take him on and see what happens. So fairly even, slight edge to the Romans. Bam. Okay, it definitely not good. Pushed me back. Lost way too much. So we'll see if we'll do any better here. Yes, we did. They actually lost slightly more than we did. So it's basically a tie, but that's all right. And that's straight up a draw. Impact. And again, straight up a draw. And then I've got these guys. So let's pile on. See if we can make a difference. Yeah, that wasn't so great. And then, of course, if you attack these guys, they're just going to run. So I did. Which kind of messes my lineup. But at the same time, you'll notice it extends my flank, not the normal way you would extend a flank, which would be back. But by pushing it out like that, it does still extend it a little bit. And who knows? There might be a way to take advantage of that. So that was my decision, thinking when I did it. You'll see how it turns out as time goes on here. And trying to figure out what to do up here with my cavalry, especially the general up there. Trying to figure out, and there we go. So, back to the fighting. So, I did okay in the melee there, and it did better than okay there. Really hurt him on that one. So now he falls back. So now you're already seeing the beginnings of these lines starting to morph into this big mess that they become in most battles. And they come back. Here they come in. They're coming in. So, try and flank me up there. Here we go. Yeah. And not quite enough to get to me for a charge, but get right up next to me, ready for next turn. Hell, that one charges. Pretty much a draw. And my guys run away. And off the map. Now, there's a chance, of course, they can come back, but it's not what we wanted to have happen. My one cavalry unit on my right flank just ran away. Great. Not exactly what you would want to have happen, that's for sure. So, and here come the javelin guys. And let's see how the rest of this fighting goes. Ooh, it hurt them really good there. I was actually really surprised at this. I thought they would melee better than that. Not that they melee poorly, as you can see right there. But I was just surprised. I thought it would take longer to get those kind of results. So it's hit and miss. Depends on the unit, and probably depends on how much they were softened up by my skirmishers before they actually got there. All right. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Okay, we're going to turn and face him. We're going to charge him in the flank. See if we can damage him and how much. Or maybe not. Yeah, I decided to come down here. I was get behind him if possible. I was thinking if we could get like 2 or 3 cavalry charging at him from different directions, we might be able to wear him down and break him. So now I got to get some of my skirmishers up here to sort of plug this hole and keep the woods there as my anchor, my flank anchor. Keep some kind of connection to it, no matter how tenuous. 2 guys. Wow, that's not great. So they had mostly a draw probably there. But sometimes draws work. You just wear them down till they break and hope they do so before you. Which is pretty much the big question is who breaks first. And, of course, that's no way to tell for sure unless the unit's pretty beat up ahead of time. All right, so am I going to do, it's only 17. Can't do that, can't do that. Not going to retreat because pulling back, you got to do a morale check. That's dangerous. So we'll just go here. And that didn't turn out very well. And that turned out quite nicely. And they pulled back. So now I've got kind of a hole there, which doesn't thrill me. So get up there, buds. Because they could charge down through there and cut my guy off, and that would not be good. It's pretty much a break, although we have an edge on that one. And how far up to bring my guy? Decided to bring him all the way up, which may or may not have been a good move. And there we go. Yeah, did okay there. This is the one that, we'll see. Yeah, see, bad move. Bad move, really bad move. But I can bring now my light guy up there and extend my flank a little bit. Little, gosh, if I could talk, it'd be great. Little flank protection. And let's bring him in there too and see if we can do that. Maybe we can fire from that protection as well later. Yeah. Wait, one more check here. Don't want to leave anybody behind. So, pretty high loss rate on the charge. But throwing caution to the wind, I charged and like an idiot, I paid for it. I disrupted my own guy. Well, hey, that is going to do it for this time and this particular video. Hope that you didn't mind the unusual voiceover, but just wanted to try something different, and this battle will continue soon. So until then, thanks for watching. Give me the thumbs up or the subscribe if you can. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you later.